everybody, this is Sheila Canton and I want to quickly show you everything you're going to get in the water cycle scavenger hunt. And I want to show you how you're going to use this in your classroom. So there are 16 pages. You start with the teacher instructions. It's very simple. You just print pages 6 through 9, which is all of the stations, and you scatter them all around your classroom. You can hang them up, you can put them on desks, you could put them on the floor. I suggest cutting them in half so you have 8 different stations, and you want to make sure there's enough room around each station for students to gather, because you're going to have students going to the stations more than once. And then you just print pages 10 and 11 for every student. So let me show you how it looks. So these are the stations. So you get 8 different stations. Then you're going to have this secret decoder that they're going to use. And then this is the questions and recording sheet. And then after that, you'll just have the answer keys that follow. So let's start with the student page. So this is the questions and recording sheet. Here's the answers, here's the directions here. Read each question below. Search for the station card where the answer to the question can be found. The answers on each station card include a symbol. Use the decoder to determine which letter your answer choice indicates. And then they're going to write down here, for example, for question 1, they're going to write the station number and the letter. And then they're going to have a series of letters that they then need to unscramble for the final code. So let's just go through the first question. Now, students do not have to start at the first question, and actually you might want to suggest that they don't, so that you have students all over the room and not just congregated at one station. But the first station says the water cycle includes blank, condensation, and precipitation. Okay, so there's a blank there. So what they're going to do is they're going to go back through the stations, and they're going to be reading here to find that sentence to help them figure out where the answer is. So they're scanning all the stations, they're going through, they're trying to find where that answer is, and then finally they're going to come here where the answer is. This endless process of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation is what we call the water cycle. So evaporation was the missing word on question number 1. So the answer here is evaporation. Now, notice that these other answers here, cycle and condensation, are also in the reading passage. So they need to make sure that they are answering the correct question, because you don't want students to say, oh, where's cycle? Oh, here's cycle, that's the correct answer. Condensation, okay, that's the correct answer. They're all the correct answers, but it has to be the correct answer to the question on number 1. Okay, so the answer is evaporation. And after they figure out evaporation, they get this little symbol here, which is the goggles. Then what they're going to do is they're going to go down to this, and they're going to see that the goggles is the letter N. So then when they come down here, they'll say question number 1, they found on station 7, and the letter that they found was the letter N. So as they go through the room multiple times, they're eventually going to have all the answers filled in here. They're going to have the station numbers. They're going to have all the letters. And then finally, they're going to have to take all these letters and unscramble them to get this code. I hope this is helpful.